Because then, you know, if you think about this again in kind of like a grand scale, if you've got thousands of these components and thousands of these methods things in your application, then you could be wasting a lot of time in having to recalculate every single function when you've only changed one bit of data, and maybe only one function would need to be rerun, if that makes sense. So this is not a very efficient way of doing it. Now there's kind of there is one thing you might think if you kind of dive through the documentation that might help you out here. There is a directive in VueJS called v_once. So what v_once does is v_once basically means that everything inside this p tag, if I refresh it here, will get rendered once when the page loads. Yep.
Yeah.
But then afterwards, this will basically now never get changed. Which may be what you want, but now as you can see, if I increase the okay, why is that changing? Okay, that's not how v_once is supposed to work. If I understood how v_once works, let's have a look and see what the v_once is going on here. Render the element and component only once. And subsequently, okay, maybe I did think slightly odd here. What? Yeah, that's kind of odd. That's not supposed to. Why is that? Maybe. Oh, did I not save it? Maybe. Oh yeah, I just didn't save my I didn't save my my page, my document here. Make sure you save it, otherwise you'll have lots of fun. So yeah, now as you can see, v_once. So this gets run once when the page runs. And now if I increase the counter, you'll see that only the first counter has changed. Yep. Which might be nice, but of course we just don't have a second counter now, so we kind of haven't really helped ourselves out here. Nevertheless, this v_once you might find, I've to be honest, have never found a use for it. But maybe you will. Maybe you've got something that where you only want to set something up when the page loads, but then you just want it to act like regular HTML.
Yeah.
If you do want to do that, then that's what v_once does. So for the purposes of everything to do with VueJS, VueJS effectively now has ignored VueJS. If we go into inspector here, has basically rendered this p tag here. Yeah, second counter. It's rendered it, but now VueJS is basically like going to ignore every single thing that happens inside this p tag. So if we wanted to change this p tag now, we'd have to use vanilla JavaScript. So that's not quite what we want. We've kind of half fixed the problem. We've fixed the problem but created another.